Good morning. Sorry, I need some chapstick. Okay, sorry. Hi everyone. Happy Mother's Day to all of you out there. All of you moms, all of you grandmas, all of you sisters, all of you that are moms to fur babies, all you dads out there that are playing that role as well. Just happy Mother's Day. I hope you are having amazing plans today. Whether it's a me day or a day with family or loved ones and whatnot. My name's Mary Jo Snyder. Welcome to MJ's Shady Inkers. Hi Terry. Hi Judy. I am no makeup, no filter this morning because I am ready to go to the gym after I do my video. So I'm so excited about that. I have plans to do my video, go to the gym, go visit my mom for a little bit. She's got plans with my sister later. I'm so excited that they are connecting and getting to dinner later. And I'm gonna come home and do whatever I feel like. And even if it's not laundry and cleaning, even though it's desperately needed in this house and dishes and all that stuff, I don't care. I just might sit in my craft room and do whatever. I might go for a long walk. I might do whatever my heart's content, because what better day to do that? Of course, you should be doing that kind of stuff every day. You don't just need one day a year to be a me day, but a little extra pampering and giving time for yourself today is needed. So that, hence no makeup, because there's no sense putting makeup and then going to the gym and sweating it off to come home and shower and have to redo it all over again, if I choose. So shower, yes, but makeup, maybe not. So anyway, that is my day, and I hope that you have special plans. And even if it's just sitting and having a nice cup of coffee and reading a book, that is great too. Hi, Yvonne. So let me get to my Facebook and on my iPad, turn down the volume, and we will share this over to my business page. I don't have a plan. I'm going to share some stuff I got that I actually just opened the box. How crazy is that? But I have no plan as to what I'm doing. I do need a Mother's Day card, but she sometimes watches me, so. But we're going to share this over to my business page, and I am going to open this up. We'll post that, get back to my group, open this up so I can see comments. And believe it or not, my countertop was clean for about a week. Went to that retreat last weekend, have not put hardly anything away, got new stuff on top of that. Oh, thanks, Judy. And yeah, I'm just gonna wing it. I'll clean up my mess out here later because I know I'm gonna spend some time out here today. But I also hope it gets warm enough outside. I'm missing my days of having coffee outside on my little porch that's right next to my window here in my craft room. Even though may not have coffee this afternoon, but I hope it's warm enough so I can sit outside, and I don't care if I have to sit out there with a blanket. My favorite time is to be out there in the mornings, having my very first cup of coffee when the weather's nice. Even if it's just a little brisk, I get a blanket and go out there and snuggle up with my coffee and just listen to the birds. Sometimes I close my eyes and just take in all that wonderful spring sounding amazingness from outside. It's just amazing. So yeah, so I got three in color products that I didn't have previously. Hi John, hi Mom, and hello Melissa, because they weren't in the pre-order, available one of my first orders. So I realized that I needed envelopes and clear envelopes for upcoming swaps that I'm participating in, which I need to get payment to you, Debbie. And my swap's done and mailed, so imagine that. But anyway, I ended up ordering envelopes and stuff that I needed, so I tossed those in color products into my second order so that I can share those pretty things with you. The in colors are so gorgeous, and they're so beautiful when they're used together. I don't know, now that you all have seen the catalog, which now we can look through it together. The teacup set, Teacup Boutique, I think it's called, or Tea Boutique. I did not purchase it. Me, it's got all the new in colors in it, so it's on my wish list, but I know it's low inventory, so if it's one of those that you like, I would definitely grab that with all the new In Color supplies. Don't forget that starter kit. You get free In Color supplies with that, up to $66.50 in value, in addition to the $125 worth of product and business supplies and all that fun stuff. So it's a huge value right now during the month of May to purchase that starter kit for $99 plus tax, free shipping. You get a free paper pumpkin kit, all those business supplies. If you choose not to run it as a business, that's okay. But you get catalogs to share with others. You get $66.50. Hi, Shirley. Of In Color products. Those are listed here in one of my previous posts. And of course, you pick out $125 worth of additional products. So any of my previous demonstrators that have been on my team and have gone inactive, perfect time for you to sign back up to get extra goodies. And you know how it goes. You know, if you don't do anything, that's okay. You don't have to participate. You don't have to do what I do or what others do. A lot of what takes place here is all about crafting and sharing your creativity and inspiration. That's my purpose. That is my purpose of being here with you, is to share inspiring projects. I love creating, I love crafting, and when I can put ink to paper, it just, and see this amazing end result, it's like, holy, mind-blowing. It's just amazing for someone who thought I could never be a crafty person. And I know I hear that a lot from potential customers as well as fellow demonstrators when they first started out. So everybody's an artist in their own little way, and everybody has something to bring to the table. So any interest in joining or hosting a workshop even, I'd be happy to accommodate. If you do not have a demonstrator that you already purchased from, I would love to be that person for you as well. So reach out to me if any of this shows interest to you. And or getting a catalog. I have some extra catalogs that I can send out to you. So just message me privately, and I'd be happy to be that person for you. So let's get down, pointed to the table. I'll thumb through a couple of things in the catalog when I can find it. I know it's here somewhere, although it could be in the other room. Hi, Deborah. And hi, Shirley. I'm not sure if I said hello to you. Welcome everyone who's joining me. I know it's Mother's Day. It's a holiday for a lot of us, and well, for everybody. And some of us have plans, some of us don't. So if you can only spend just a few minutes with me while I'm here live, that's okay. You can always come back and watch the replay. I keep my replays here continuously. If ever there's one that can't be found, it's because I hit a button on mistake or something happened with Facebook. So, but I'm learning not to hit that finish button that is in a different spot now. So we'll see how it goes. But anyway, I want to show you this these In Color products that I did get in the mail this week, and finally just opened the box. So let me cover my lens. I'm going to reverse the camera, point you down to my table. I have not moved my camera since the last time I recorded, so hopefully we're still in a good position. I just might have to zoom in a little bit. No tilting, I hope. You could see when it tilts a little. Hang on, I'm going to zoom in and kind of bring things forward a little so we're kind of in the same spot we need to be, or in a good spot we need to be. And if I'm too close up, then I will readjust the zooming in. This 5-pack of twine is all the In Colors, and I'm going to try and remember what they're called, but I'm sure I won't. This is Peacock Party. I already had to look and cheat. This is Starry Sky. This is Sweet Sorbet. No, I want to say Tranquil Tide every time I see it, but it's not. It's Tahitian Tide. And of course, my favorite, Orchid Oasis. Pairing these all together, though, it's such a tropical, amazing tropical feel. But there's so much more potential with these colors. A lot of these colors remind me of different colors we've had in the past. So let's just pull this out. I'm just going to pull the Parakeet Party out and show you a close-up. It is entwined with basic white. The best part of getting twine like this, let me just cut a little piece, and bear with me because I do not know where half of my stuff is. I think it's just buried on the table. You can cut a piece and pull the white threads from the the color that's entwined in it, and you now have this. So you can have basic white or you can have the color. Now if you use the color, it looks like it's just a couple of strands, actually maybe one strand. So if you wanted to tie a bow just using this color, I would recommend cutting about 14 inches of it and peeling the peacock, holy cow. What is the color? Parakeet Party. Get that through my head. Double them up and tie a bow together. So you'll have 14 inches of twine, cut it in half to 7 inches, and you can tie it easier. But that's just a little trick with twine that is doubled up like that. So it's versatile. You can pull colors and use them separately. So there's that. These awesome 2022, 2024 in color matte decorative dots. They're self-adhesive. Let's pull these out of the pack because you can't see one of the colors. These are literally, how many are in here? It tells you 150. So you have 50 of each color. No, 25 of each color. What is that? 50? No, right? No. I can't even do math this morning. So you have 5 colors. And their ombre effect, just like the glimmer paper is ombre effect. So there's all those pretty colors. That one needs to go back where it belongs. But those are all those pretty colors. So then we have the designer series paper, which I didn't have initially. And you get 48 sheets, if I'm correct. Let's look at this. Nope, 40 sheets. So you get 4 each of the designs. So you have 4 of this design. But of course, it's always hard when you have designer series paper because the reverse is just as yummy. And I know I love the back side of the reverse of the polka dots, and that is that plaid. So you get those in each color, as you see, each color. And these are the designs. And I just love this. It's kind of like a deep periwinkle color, the orchid is. So you have all these yummy, 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 yummy. And I love the starry sky too. It kind of is, it's not, we've compared a few things, but it's almost like a deep denim look to me. We've had Dapper Denim, but it's not that deep. We have Night of Navy, but Night of Navy is a deeper, stronger tone. And of course, Misty Moonlight just retired, and that was a lighter version, kind of a gray tone blue. So that is your designer series paper. Comes in a pack of 40, 6x6 size. Sometimes it's easier to work with designer series paper that is 6x6. And of course, those decorative dots and the beautiful twine. So another great feature. And I want to say all of those come free in the starter kit deal right now, as well as a sampler pack of the cardstock color family and some in color grid paper, which I don't have those items. I don't have the grid paper. I don't know. I'd have to look at the deal again, but I did list it here. So you're aware that is what is going on. Now, last week when I went to that amazing, retreat, we focused on a lot of amazing projects. And I actually have directions. Oh, those are my butterflies. That's not what I wanted. I have directions on a card that I think I want to make using the in colors, and I just have to find the set I want to use. We're going to use the Nature's. Can I just show you something really quick? I am so in love with this. Brewed for You. I don't know if I showed you guys this. And the dies. I can't wait to use this too. We have a couple of breweries in the area. One is Cuca Brewery. The other is Stu Ben Brew. And, you know, it's just a thing in our area. But pretty neat. we've got all this fun stuff. You can make obviously the beer mugs, so you can cut this out in color. You've got your beer to go inside of your beer mug. It's just really cool, all of these. There's foam, so there's foam stamp, and then you can cut out the foam to drizzle over your mug of beer. You have wine, of course, the I don't know what you call those, crawlers, maybe. A big old jug. Some leaves. I need some coffee, excuse me. This is funny because it looks like an artichoke to me, but it must have something to do with breweries. Like, I don't know if it's like the barley and hops that you use to brew. I really don't know what that is, but it looks like an artichoke to me, but that's really cool. I'm going to have to look that up. I'm sure someone has used this set already because it was on pre-order, but oh, super excited. Okay, but I want to make a card using a design that someone used in one of their presentations at the Inspiration Station because I have instructions. And I'm going to use the Nature's, I gotta find the stamp set. It's here, it's here, it's here, because I just used it. Not that. It's here. It's my brewery one. Maybe I won't be able to. Let's grab the catalog and see what it's called, though. Here it is. Nope, those are the catalog. Now let's pull another catalog off my shelf. I had to turn on the heater in my room. Oh, let's see who else has joined us. Any comments from the gallery? Hi, Robin, Carolyn. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Happy Mother's Day. Awesome. All right, so this is that new catalog. Nope, this is the old one. I don't even know if I have any new ones out. Well, isn't that something? Of all the times for me not to have my catalogs available. Hang on, it's right here. Nope, that's last year's. When you want to show off the catalog and it's out in the other room because all you can do is stare and drool at it. Oh, that's too bad. And I know I have extras, but anyway, let's find that stamp set so I can create a card instead of messing around. So, and I know exactly where it is. It's in this bin from last week. Maybe, maybe not. That's what happens when you don't clean. After you craft. Okay, there's all the stuff. See, I had to pack up a lot of the stuff that I took with me so that I had my own stamps. But we're going to use this Nature's Prints to create a card that I have instructions for because someone so kindly, Jen, I can't read her last name on here. It's very hard to read. Java Stamp Cafe. Is that what it says? It's hard to read, but these are the little mini instructions, but we're going to make this card because I'm going to show you something really cool. I thought it was amazing, and I think I may have shown it before, but we're going to grab some in colors. I think I want to use the bright, let's go with this floral design in Orchid. Right, we'll use that, and I'll grab some Orchid cardstock, which is right here handy. So I have that, and I definitely need some basic white. which is here as well. So I do have some organization going on. I'm not all a bunch of craziness this morning. But this happens when you stamp on the fly. So, hi Julie, happy Mother's Day. Okay, so what I need here is a piece of designer series paper. First, let's grab the card base. So this is a different kind of fun fold. And it is, what you do is actually cut this sheet in fours. So you cut it at 5.5, which is your standard card base, 5.5 by 8.5. But then you also cut it down to 4.25. So if you were to score this at 4.25, it would be your normal kind of fold. This is actually part of the card base right here. It looks like I need to change my blade. And you would cut, you could get 4 cards from one piece of cardstock, okay? And I'm going to show you this, which means you can make multiples of this in no time. All right, so you have this piece. You definitely need that. You need your piece of basic white or whatever coordinating color you want to use. Well, and actually, let me see. Soft succulent. So I think what I'll do is actually, instead of doing that, grab a piece of, a different piece of designer series paper. Maybe I'll use the reverse side of this. So let's cut the bigger piece that I need of my designer series paper, and we are going to cut that at 3 7/8. So here, 3 7/8 by, and I probably should have cut that different, 2 3/8. Okay, so you have that, and I need the back side of this I'm going to use. And what size are they? I'm trying to make heads or tails of this. Basic white. 2.5 by 4. So that's for the inside. I'm not really sure what size this is. So I think I'm going to do it different. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside. I'm only going to use this. So again, this was 2 3/8 by 4 or 3 7/8. Okay, so you have this and your card base. I'm going to grab a color that I think would look good with this. So how about some, I think I'm just going to stick with the basic white. So I'm going to get a mat that is 5 1/4 by 4. And we'll go over these measurements again. And I need a piece of coordinating this color, the same color cardstock. So I'm going to grab that, and I need a piece that is 8.5 by 2 2/3. It's hard to read because it's so small. We're gonna do our best with 2 2/3. That's not right. 2 1/4. That my eyes are playing tricks on me. 2 1/4 by 8.5. This is gonna get scored at 4.25. Scoring is your lighter blade. Score at 4.25. Hi, Vicky. So you have this. It's probably not big enough. Yeah. I think that I can't read the measurement. It's 2 3/4. We'll go over the measurements. Don't you worry, because I want you to be able to make this. Okay. It's just hard for me to read the fine print on here. You can see it's very fine print, and I'm having trouble making out what that fraction is. So, and then measure this out to 4. You don't want to cut. You want to score 4 1/4. And now this should fit in the center, but you're also going to get yourself another mat to go under this to make this pop. And I think a really good color will coordinate something with that. Okay, so we have all these pieces. This is 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. This is 5 1/4 by 4. This is 2 3/4 by 8 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. And this is 2 3/8 by 3 7/8. So those are the measurements so far. Now we need to find another color that's going to look nice with this. And I think that I'm going to utilize, let me think of, no, that's too purpley. I know I want to incorporate the green, so maybe I will grab, and it may look awkward at first, maybe not, maybe so, but I think when I tie it all in, it might be better. What color do I want to use? Orchid. Maybe I just need to go with another piece of white to pop that. Basic white. So then this is, I want to go 1/8 of an inch bigger, right? Oh, early. So 2 1/2 by 4 I need. So let's go 2 1/2 with my basic white by 4. And we're going to do some layering, and then we're going to grab our stamp cut and emboss machine and do some die cutting. I don't need, I do need another piece of white for the inside of here, so let's cut that as well. So we want 2 pieces this size, so 2 1/2 by 4. We have that. And, all right, let's get all these pieces together. This is going to layer on top of here, so you have no fold. If you wanted a bigger place to put your greeting, you could put 2 pieces of this white, one on the front, one on the back, and you could write your greeting there. But what I'm going to do is find my seal, which took me forever to find the other day, and it was right in front of my face. And I'm going to add this to the front of my card. Like so. This will adhere to the front of your card as well, in the center. But first I'm going to put a piece of this on the inside. And this is where I can write my greeting, like so. And then this can go on the outside. You may want to use Tombow for some of this so you're positioning it correctly. So you have that forgiveness. Now that I've done this, I want to make sure I'm putting the glue on the right side. And it will line up right in the center. If you want to use your grid paper as a guide, you can do that to make sure that you are right in the center where you want to be. This is 5 1/2. Move this over. And so I would want to go right there. And this is going to be the full length of the card itself. Hi Gail, happy Mother's Day. So there's that. Grab your bone folder. Of course I don't know where that is either. We're cleaning this counter off again today. Then you have your designer series paper, but first I want to mat this onto the piece of cardstock so it all kind of blends together with the same colors in a sense. This gives the illusion that there's two panels here because of the Orchid Oasis. I might remember these names eventually when I start working with this stuff more. And then there's that. So you have that layer. So you have this little card you can write on the inside. Now we're going to decorate the outside. And I want to use this, but it might be too overpowering. So I think I'm just going to go with this label. Some of these sprigs. Some of these sprigs. And I may stamp a flower. So let's find that stamp set again. Yep, I'm going to stamp this flower. Where am I going to stamp it though? We're going to figure this all out because there's a die cut for this flower as well. We got this going on now. All right, we're good. Okay, so we want to stamp. And actually, you have stamps for all those, I think. No, those are just sprigs. I'm going to add some bling with those sprigs, so we'll keep those set aside. I am going to stamp this in the same color I'm working the base with, which is the Orchid Oasis. I'm going to grab myself a block. It's still packed from that weekend, I'm telling you. A piece of basic white, which there should be scrap around here that I just cut. But I'm not seeing it, and I don't want to waste a whole card base. Let me grab, oh, there's my scraps. Oh, that's what I should have used. I'm such a goofball. I had a complete scrap of, not scrap, but I had these fern things left over from my swaps. That's okay. All right, so this is like, I don't want to say distinctive stamping, but it's going to, oh, is that how it's supposed to look? I don't think so. Let's try that again. One more time. I think I have too much ink on my, it looks different in the image on the sticker. I'm going to do this. I think it'll be better because I can see what coverage I have. And yes, I got ink on my finger. And I literally am playing because I've not used this stamp. But it should give me that shading. You see the stamp right here has that shading, but it's not really doing it the way I was hoping. And I don't want to press too hard, so I'm going to let that be. Maybe that's how it's supposed to look. I'm not sure. And then we're going to grab our mini machine because these are tiny enough to do that cutting. And we'll get this stuff out of the way. Grab our plates. We have, I'm going to need a Post-it note or some washi tape because I do not have the magnetic platform yet, but there is one available. And honestly, I don't know if it's for the bigger machine or the smaller machine, but let's grab a Post-it note and we will stick this down where I need it. Post-its work great for positioning. Put on my top plate, and I know you can't really see what I'm doing. Move this over, run this through. Here we go. We have our flower, pretty, and that's garbage. Don't lose your die. that die right away so I don't lose it. And I think I want to use some of that awesome glimmer paper that coordinates with the in colors. And I just have to find it. I already used some for my butterflies, so let's see if we can fit some scraps. Let me use this here. I think that's the, yep, that's what I need. And see, I cut out butterflies with it. And let's see, I'm going to use this piece and see what I can fit on here with these other little dies that I pulled out. And we can do them in various shades. So we'll do 2 of these on this piece. So we're doing monochromatic, apparently. I was going to incorporate the parakeet parade, parakeet, whatever it is, the green color. Parakeet party, but I didn't. And then I want some of the darker of that color. I'm just going to rip part of this off and do the same too. They give you multiples so that you can do more than once at a time, if that makes sense. Like if you're, it's helpful for demonstrators if they're prepping for a class. It's helpful for you if you're making multiple projects of the same design so that you can just cut multiples. So it's nice when they include 2 different, yeah, I didn't think I had that lined up right. My thing is bowing, so let's do this. Let's flip it over so it sits a little flatter. And then we'll be good, hopefully. Put that one up here. So I'm just giving myself different shades and adding. This machine is very particular. You have to make sure your plates are a certain way for it to run through. And sometimes I don't pay mind to how I'm doing that. And I'm going to show you that right now. You just heard that big crash. It's not broken. It just does that. All right, so I have my little sprigs. And now I'm going to just show you, I'm going to set those aside, how to layer these. Okay, you have 1 for die cutting. You have 2. I always make sure that this is a little below this beveled edge. When I layer the top number 2 on, I make sure it overlaps going in. Actually, you can't even see me. Going in over the other 2, and it usually works pretty well. I think with them all lined up this way and the fact that my plate is already bent up a little bit causes too much pressure for the machine and it won't allow it to feed through. It's not a big deal. You just be patient with yourself and the machine. It's a great machine. It's great to travel with. And we're finding a lot more of these little dies in these die sets that work amazing with that mini machine. Plus, it's affordable. There was an awesome deal recently with that where you could get, like, I think a 25 or 20% discount. I'm hoping some of you took advantage of that. So we did our die cutting. We've done our stamping. I need to die cut a little... what did you eat? Oh, my dryer just went off. I don't know if you heard that. White paper. So I'm going to grab a piece of white. I'm going to stamp the sentiment. I'm not sure what sentiment I'm going to use. I do need Mother's Day, but I know that there's no Mother's Day in here. So I am going to grab a current stamp set that might have something in there that will be perfect. Well, I got some stamp sets to give away from Celebration. Oh. I'm looking. This might fit on that. This is another Happiness Abounds. I can't wait to share this bundle with you as well. It's one of my favorites in the catalog. Okay, so I'm going to stamp. Let's see if it's going to fit. Let's find that stamp and see if it's going to fit in this. I don't know if it's going to. You are amazing. You are wonderful in every way. I'm going to use that stamp. Seems appropriate for Mother's Day, right? I need my piercing mat. This is not met ink yet. So we are going to stamp right side up, season it, and stamp this in the center here. It doesn't matter where because we're going to die cut that out. All done stamping. I use the piercing mat because this stamp set is photopolymer. So always remember that you should use your piercing mat when using photopolymer stamps. Again, come in with my stamp cut and emboss machine. Hi Bonnie. Yeah, hi Lisa. I can't seem to remember the names of these things, the new in colors. I'm gonna have to tape them to my wall so I can remember them. I want to say Lemon Lime Twist and Watermelon Wonder and all these colors that are no longer existent, but they look the same to me sometimes. All right, so again, we are going to die cut this. I'm going to grab another piece of, because I don't want this to move. I got to get that magnetic platform. I want to put this here. Another way is to die cut first and then stamp, but this prevents me, hopefully, from having my stamped image crooked by stamping first. Now I fed those in the right way, no struggling this time. If you hear popping, crackling, or anything when you are using your plates and your die machine, it's normal. Especially if these are brand new plates, you'll hear them cracking and popping and stuff like that. It doesn't mean they're broken. I remember borrowing someone's machine when I first was learning how to stamp before I was a demonstrator, and I thought I broke it. I called her and I'm like, I think I broke your machine, and I felt terrible, but it wasn't broken. It was a brand new plate, and coffee needed some love. So when these impressions get in here, that's what you hear that popping and crackling from. So, okay, because I don't want this adhered to the base of the card, I want to come over here and I want to build on this. So I'm just going to move all this stuff around. I'm not going to add anything to this. Well, maybe I'll grab my blends if I can find them, because I know they're buried. Those are old. And I think the new ones are still put away. So I'm not going to worry about it right now. We'll just build this as it is. I think what I do want to do is grab this ink so it pops a little bit more. Actually, I'm not going to do that. I was going to ink up the edges, but I'm just going to build on this because it's going to pop up anyway. So what I want to do is add a little bit of adhesive to the back of this. You can use glue dots. And I'm going to just add these things. No rhyme or reason, just add them to give this some life, you know, kind of add a little extra color. If you find that it's not going to stick, add some more adhesive. You can layer here and there over things. I certainly don't want to cover the flowers, so I'll move this a little. Not lose it, just move it. Like so. That can be peeking right there. And then I can grab the other ones, and what I'm going to do with these is lay these flat on here. And so I'm going to add some adhesive just to this little spot and lay these flat, kind of like so. So they are going to be lower than the rest of these because this is going to pop off. And I think I want it to pop off here, but I don't want it to look like, you know what I don't want it to look like? Coral reef. I was kind of getting that feel, and I don't want this to get buried. So I think putting this right here is going to be perfect. So let's add some dimensionals to that. I only want to add dimensionals where I want this to, okay. It's kind of confusing. Only dimensionals on half of it. You can reinforce stuff that you've put down with other adhesive by putting dimensionals over it. I think that's significant enough. You know me and my craziness with dimensionals. But I'll tell you the rhyme or reason and my point I'm trying to get across, because it takes me forever to get words out of my mouth sometimes. I want to lay this here, like so. This can still be manipulated a little bit to pop out there. Now when you close this, because the adhesive is not here, it's going to close and it's not going to stick your card together. Okay, so now let's grab those really pretty yeah, I already forgot what they're called. Matte decorative dots and scissors. These obviously were not the scissors that I took with me on my trip, so somewhere is my tool set that that I need to find. I'm going to use one of the smaller ones because my take your pick tool is somewhere else too, and just add a few. I love the really tiny ones, but as you see, use my nails. And one more. I'll put over here if I can get a hold of it. Right there. And there you go. You can add like a bow with the twine as well. But I think that's amazing. And then I can write my little sentiment on the inside. You could emboss this. You could use designer series paper there rather than the white on the inside or the white panel to make it, just give it a little bit more decor. But I really like how this turned out. So that is my card that I'm sharing with you today. Hopefully you found some inspiration from this card. This is my mom's Mother's Day card. Shh. I have to make one more, so I will get to that at some point. And yeah, so that's that. I wanted to share the catalog with you, but it's out in the other room. I was creating a wish list. So let's cover the lens again. We'll flip the camera. Got a short little video for you today, so we'll do some more really soon. My nose, it's chilly out here. All right, so there you go. Beautiful card, beautiful product, beautiful in colors. Love it. Very easy technique for this fun fold. So I hope you enjoyed it. And of course, that's my favorite color of the new in colors. But I gotta tell you, it depends. When I'm working with a card, with one of the colors, I'm like, oh, no, I love this color. Oh, no, I love this color. There's really not a lot of Stampin' Up! Colors I don't like. I'm turning into, I love Regals because I love fall colors. But I'm really getting into the brights, and maybe it's just that time of year where I need a little brightness, you know, cheerful, bright flowers and spring and all the love of all the stuff that blooms this time of year. So, but anyway, I'm crooked, I can tell. But anyway, all of you, enjoy your Sunday. Have a very, very good week ahead of you. It's going to be an amazing, warm, wonderful week. So I've got some plans to... I have some dish gardens that my sister inspires me. One day I'll have to share all the story, but she has an amazing room that is like literally full of plants. I don't even know how many she has, but she has well over 100 plants in her house. She treats them like they're her children, just like her dogs. Talks to them and cares for them and loves them, and it's so inspiring. And me, I could leave a plant forever and not water it and forget about it. But I have two dish gardens, one from Brett's funeral and one from Papa G's funeral. So I'm going to pull those apart later on today. That is one of my goals. I bought all kinds of pots, spent a little bit of money at Walmart yesterday buying pots. But I have this stand. I'm a little scared where I'm going to put that together and keep it because the dogs tear through the house like crazy maniacs and I don't want them to ruin my plants. But that is one of the things I'm going to do today, and then I'm going to send a picture to my sister when it's all said and done and complete. Hopefully I bought enough potting soil for the plants that I have. I think there's 6 or 7 plants that I get to repot. So, but that's what I want to do today, and some crafting and some time just, you know, to enjoy the little things, because the little things are more important. Sometimes less is more. I'm just saying. Okay. All right. I'm off to the gym. Many Stampin' blessings, and I will see you soon. Happy Sunday and happy Mother's Day.